Hello friends, this is Aaron Brown, your friendly real estate agent, guiding you through the minefields of property procurement and real estate investment. Today's episode is titled Building Wealth Through Passive Income, where we will discuss the differences between active income and passive income and how it applies to real estate investment. I'd like to go over some important terms and concepts. The first is active income, which are earnings derived from an enterprise in which a person is actively involved. This is where you're trading time for money. The second term is passive income. This is earnings derived from an enterprise in which a person is not actively involved. In other words, you are using a process or an investment to earn money. Next is retirement. I define retirement as when one reaches a point at which they can financially sustain their chosen lifestyle without trading time for money. This is when your money makes you money. The next two terms are those of Robert Kiyosaki, the well-known author of the best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The first term is asset. Robert defines an asset as something that puts money into your pocket. The next term is liability. He defines this as something that takes money out of your pocket. A core illustration Robert Kiyosaki uses in his book is the cash flow quadrant. In the upper left, we see the E quadrant. The E quadrant is where most people are and where most begin. For example, if you were to work for the city, state, or government, you are an employee. You are trading time for money. The second quadrant we'll look at is the S quadrant found in the bottom left. This is someone who is self-employed, a specialist like a doctor, or someone who runs a small business. In any case, they too are trading time for money. The next quadrant is the B quadrant in the upper right. This is the big business quadrant. Think Ford Motor Company. In this quadrant, the big business owner is leveraging systems or people to make them a lot of money. The last quadrant is the I quadrant, or the investor quadrant, found in the lower right. This is where someone is investing money to produce a monetary return on their investment. Now let's divide the quadrant into a left side and a right side. On the left side, no matter if you are working in the E quadrant or the S quadrant, you are still trading time for money. This makes the entire left side active income. You have to be at your job, performing your job, in order to earn an income. The right side is a little more dynamic. The big business owner in the upper right is a combination of both active and passive income. It is likely that the owner has to be engaged in the business to some level in order for it to perform well. However, because the big business owner has systems in place and a team of employees and managers, he or she could step away from the business for an extended period of time and it could still be earning money for the owner. In the investor quadrant in the lower right, the investor has only to devote a relative small amount of time setting up and monitoring the investment in order for their investment to earn them money. Thus, when you look at the entire quadrant, it is the investor who is most likely to earn a passive income. Next, I'd like to talk to you about what a stream of income is. A stream of income simply is an income that is derived from some kind of source. That can be an active source or a passive source. An example of a single active stream of income would be your salary. You are trading time for money. Another active stream you may have in your family is if your spouse has a job. Although having one or more active streams of income is great, there's only so much time that you can trade for money. Thus, active incomes are limited in how much money they can generate for you. Therefore, it is crucial for you to figure out ways to get more streams of income to build your wealth. The only solution is developing passive streams of income. There are many ways one can create passive streams of income, and I encourage you to explore those methods on your own. Below are only a few examples. You may already be participating in the first one. If you are contributing to a retirement program such as the Thrift Savings Program, an IRA, a 401k, or some other program, it will generate you money when you retire. Another stream may be intellectual property. This could be money generated by an invention, a book, or a process that you might develop. Another example could be money lending. There are many real estate lenders who look for short-term financing to buy and refurbish houses or to flip them. Often they'll look to private money lenders to get the initial loan. Upon refurbishing the property, they can take a loan out from a traditional lending institution and pay the private money lender back. This is normally done in a matter of months, and the private money lender makes money off of charging interest. Another is investing in stocks, whether it be through a traditional stockbroker or you trading your own stocks using an online platform like E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, or Robinhood. Or there's my favorite method, which is becoming a real estate investor. This could be in residential, commercial, or short-term rentals like Airbnbs. So, why should passive streams of income be so important to you? Yep, you might have guessed it, to be able to retire. Remember, I define retirement as when one reaches a point which they can financially sustain their chosen lifestyle without trading time for money. And that all takes passive income. To summarize this short presentation, I want to make the following 4 points. 1. Most folks start in the E or the employment quadrant. That is perfectly fine, but you should also strive to get involved in the investing quadrant as soon as possible. 2. In order to retire, one must replace active income with passive income. 3. The most probable way for one to replace active income with passive income is through investing. 4. Real estate investing is a plausible and relatively safe way to build passive income. Thanks for joining me in this episode. And remember, it's all about securing your financial future by building as many streams of passive income as possible. Learn to work smarter, not harder.